My name is Brant Stogner. I'm a partner here at the law firm of Abraham Watkins.
My name is Jennifer Stogner. I go by Jen. I'm a partner with Abraham Watkins in Houston.
My name is Chris Mahfouz. I'm one of the associates here at Abraham Watkins. It's one of the largest and oldest personal injury firms in Texas.
I'll never forget the phone call I got. One of my friends who runs a MRI facility here in town, he called me. I said, hey, is everything okay? And he said, hey, yeah, everything's okay with me, my family. Just want to let you know, one of our MRI technicians died this morning on Highway 45 on his way to work. He was in his 50s, late 50s, I believe. He was 57 years old. He was in phenomenal shape. This guy was a bodybuilder, and his plan was to live to be 150. And he was one of those guys that you looked at and were like, he might be able to do it. He liked to get to work early. And so it was around 5 a.m., if I remember correctly, 5 a.m., still pitch black outside.
Driving down the freeway when a trailer comes loose of another 18-wheeler, and as it comes loose, it gets hit by another vehicle, and the trailer begins to rotate and spin freely on the freeway. And unfortunately for our client, he didn't have an opportunity to avoid it. You know, you're traveling at freeway speeds. There's a trailer coming towards you instead of most traffic going all in the same direction. And ultimately, he collided with that trailer, and the pickup truck that he was driving, essentially the top of the cab from basically the chest up was sheared off.
Why did the trailer detach? I think the trucking company here tried to do what I would call traditionally a shuck and jive. Well, we don't know why it detached. You know, it could have been this, it could have been that. That was really the biggest challenge for us early to pin down, was why the trailer detached, and proving that it was the trucking company's fault and the driver, operator of that truck's fault.
So we had a couple of different experts. I mean, obviously we're going to have an accident reconstructionist in addition to the police officers that are going to investigate the case. We're going to have an accident reconstructionist who's going to come in and be able to explain to the jury, you know, when the trailer detaches from the 18-wheeler. In addition to that, we had a biomechanical expert who was able to explain to the jury how our client's injuries occurred once that impact between the trailer and the pickup truck occurred. And then obviously we had economic damage experts who were able to explain what the economic damages were to his family for the loss of their loved one.
And so we were able to rule out material failure. We're able to rule out failure of a product or some other component, and at the end of the day got both the driver and ultimately the company to admit that it was operator error in hooking up the trailer that morning. The animation was critical as we approached mediation in the case. It was actually something that we were able to put together after we did the depositions. So after we hear where everyone is saying the trailer is going and what had occurred with the trailer. And then we worked with the team at DK Global to put it together for the mediation that ultimately resulted in an award, many multiples of that.
And so they put together a great animation. And what was so neat about it is not only did they do the animation, they incorporated aspects of the real dash cam footage into it to make sure it was accurate. Because to me, I need it to be accurate. And I thought they did a fantastic job on it, which is why we retained them and worked with them. The case settled for $11.725 million.
The average juror is expecting that. They expect the Hollywood level production. And I think that's what DK Global gives us. They give us the Hollywood level production that allows us to press play. It's something far and away better, more compelling, and ultimately convinces them that resolution is much better than the risk of trial.